Well, hello, Majella. How are you today?
I am pretty much breathing and moving. How are you?
Oh, I am so excited that it is Carnival in Brazil. I have a very, very strong connection to that land and to those people, to my diasporan brothers and sisters there. And I can feel the energy of the celebration today. So I've been dancing samba all morning,
Fantastic.
and singing my songs and just having a good time in preparation for what's coming tomorrow with this 40-day sit down with me practice that
Well,
we're collaborating on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I
it's
wish should say that the sit down inspiration comes from a British band called James, and the song is called Sit Down. So
cool.
Spotify it or iTunes, you'll find it. But it's really about just sitting down with people in whatever situation they're in.
And, this process is also inspired by the Lenten season and other traditional practices, usually found in religions, but also in indigenous practices of people becoming introspective and releasing negativity through a specific time period, a specific process. And I just thought that it would be really, really cool to have this, what I'm calling a postmodern approach to the Lenten season, um, or to really any time period when you feel that, like I've called it, like I feel like I'm standing behind the curtain, but I can't get it open.
Mhm.
That there's this brick wall, but I can hear what's going on the other side, but like I can't get to it. And so this is one of the motivations for me to do this practice. Yeah.
Mm. And it's so important around having some acknowledgements and rituals and sensations and process and support at different times. So it's really, for me, it's about creating and holding a space for significant change to happen for
Mhm.
everyone who engages with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And change for the better.
Absolutely. Mm, absolutely. Although you might get a bit mucky in the process of change, at some point it'll all wash off.
So I wanted to, with your help, just kind of share with those who are listening and watching in a framework for this practice. And again, as we have been discussing, it's a suggested process, but people should really feel free to use it and work with it in a way that works for them. Yeah, yeah. Um, so I'm just going to read through it and then we can,
Yeah.
comment on it. So one would be to choose the issue or block that you may be experiencing, and whether it's something happening interpersonally with your family, could be with a job, it could be with your financial situation, it could be with a health issue, but just something that you're feeling you're blocked. You want to see if you can identify it. Now, there may be a situation where you feel the block, but you really don't know what it is. And that's okay too. And just having that awareness about, I feel blocked, is really, really what this is about. So the next step would be that you set an intention, set a goal, but in a positive manner. So for example, if the issue is around money, where you're feeling blocked in your money flow, you wouldn't say, I don't want to be blocked in my money flow. You'd actually come up with a statement that actually is so positive and so loving and really connected to where is it that you want to be in regards to your money flow. And so it could be something like, I'm open to receiving abundance easily and effortlessly in the most loving ways possible. It's something like that, but you want to stay away from the word not. Next, you're going to select what I call sedating behavior, something that you do when emotional pain wells up in you. And, common ones are, doing some kind of mind altering drug, some kind of alcohol, indiscriminate sex, gambling, shopping, overeating, over sugar eating, For me, it's actually biting my nails. Yeah, that's my sedating behavior. And so if you can nail that down, then the idea here is that for 40 days, you are committing to not doing that behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So can we see your nails again?
Yeah.
So we're going to
Except
be
for
measuring
this
the
one.
nails. Okay, measuring the nails.
Measure those nails, because my excuse has been I'm a classical pianist, and oh yeah, I got to keep my nails short, right? Yeah, but you don't have to bite them off to keep them short. Yeah. So what does that mean? So that means when you stop your sedating behavior, whatever it may be, how subtle it may be, then you're going to feel your pain. Yeah, you're going to feel your pain. And so the next piece in this that is extremely important is about your supports. Choosing your supports to get through this process so that you don't get yourself into a ball, get yourself into a bunch. So, and in a minute, Majella will share some more about what kinds of supports those can be that would be really effective and helpful. And then last but not least, you want to stay awake to this process. You want to go through it in a very conscious manner. And so to do that, I suggest that you, on a daily basis, grow your awareness about what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and what you're believing about yourself. Now, you can do as I'm doing, because I'm a writer, and so I'm going to put it into my diary. So every night before I go to sleep, I'm going to journal about what am I feeling, what am I thinking, and what am I believing about myself right now. But you don't have to do it in that way. You could do a recording of an audio recording of it, or you could even just intend every night or every morning when you wake up to pause and take time to really think about what am I feeling, what am I thinking, and what am I believing about myself right now. Yeah. And in this way, you're actually really participating in the process, kind of navigating through the process rather than like the process is victimizing you, because that's the last thing that we want this to be about. So I'm going to turn it over to Majella to give some comment on the practice.
So some of the things that around thinking about your block, it might be that you're thinking about or focusing on something you want more of also. Because it might be that you feel like it's not necessarily money, but it might be more time with people that you love, or more space for different activities in your life that you're not currently having. So it's you can focus on those things and the blocks will show up. I think I use the term that I've got a Lego house. There's so many blocks. So, but it's not just this notion that somehow it's all going to magically become something that it's not. It's living, noticing that it's possible to have those processes and those blocks change or shifted, or the abundance or the creation of more of what you want, and also have other issues going on at the same time. Okay, so it's like parallel, hand in hand. It's okay, it's possible to have these fantastic experiences and changes and shifts whilst having other areas that feel still a bit stuck. So, and being open to that, because that's called being human.
Yes. Yes.
And just being kind and gentle with yourself around those things. So it's okay. Okay, so I mean, I went to put my hand on my heart as I said that. It's okay. So it's just noticing where you feel it physically in your body and sensing into it as we're talking about these things, and definitely framing it in an affirmative way.
Yeah.
You're wanting to use that language, affirming. And the sacrifice, again, there's that sedating behavior and thinking about, well, okay, what replaces that? Again, reiterating what you've said, really, Jojopah, that we've got the potential there for just noticing the sensations in your body, become present to your physicality in the moment when you notice that you want to reach for the sedating behavior. What's going on? And just take a moment. Where do you feel it? Where do you sense it? What are the issues? Because your body will be telling you what the issues are. So it's not just an intellectual process. You're connecting your mind, body, and spirit throughout the process. So we're layered and allowing things to show up. And we'll be monitoring Jojopah's nails throughout the experience.
And we'll be monitoring Majella's Lego house.
Yeah, I'll let you know how the house is going. I might have a double garage by the end of it.
I love it.
And the supporting factors, again, you know, don't be doing things that are going to put you at risk.
Yeah.
Okay, so if your support system isn't in place, do not be doing things that make you feel even more vulnerable. You know, it may well be those behaviors are the things that kept you alive. Okay, they're survival techniques. They may no longer serve your purpose. So it's finding out and tapping into your social supports, your physical supports, your environmental factors that impact on supporting you and holding that space. So we're holding the space globally, internationally. We're not obviously there in the immediate vicinity for you. So the songs, tapping into things that will shift and disrupt your thinking away from behaviors that have been destructive for you in some way, shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
So finding some fun songs, I think I've got quite a few of them.
Majella, your volume's gone down a little.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Turn that up so we can hear you.
Okay. Is that better?
That's better, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just thinking about the anchors that you could have in place before you start doing this. It's like tapping into, you might want to pair up with someone. So I know that we're going to be talking about doing watch parties on Facebook. So if the timing's not right for you, you set the watch party and invite one of your other friends to join in and do that with you, or more than one if you want, whatever works for you. But ensuring that you've got your support networks in place, because you want to share some of the fun experiences. And I can tell you this process has already started happening. Certainly for me, and it's been showing up in all sorts of wonderful ways.
Yeah.
Is to go, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's just the noticing what comes up without acting on it.
And a big support too can be, you know, aside from humans, but nature. If you can get yourself outside and especially into a place where there's still wild things growing, that's a wonderful way to really get an energetic that helps to really lower those cortisol levels and kind of keep you calm. And something else I want to say too is that do not let go of a behavior that you know you need to stay functioning. That's not what this is about. In other words, if I, you know, letting go of biting my nails, I can still function. It's not going to keep me from meeting my obligations on a daily basis and taking care of business. So make sure that when you're choosing that you don't need to go to the extreme in order for this to really bring you some positive, you know, unimaginable in some cases change into your life. So again, you know, the supportive process really is about you making sure that you're treating yourself well, that you're nurturing yourself through the process. Yeah.
And kindness is the foundation of it. The kindness and compassion. So it's not meant to be a torturous process. there may be things that come up that feel quite painful, and it's just noticing when that happens, but also noticing the little shimmers of light that come through,
Yes.
and exploring those and
Yeah.
noticing those.
Yeah. So Majella and I will definitely on a weekly basis through this process be sharing with you our experience and encouraging you in yours. And so to close out for today, we want to kind of send you off on the beginning of your journey, which will start tomorrow, in a spirited way. So first, Majella, did you want to do a little calming exercising for our bodies? And then I will do some invocation, some prayer.
Yeah. Okay, this is just really just so that you start getting more of a sense of what's going on in your body. So you might want to just close your eyes, put your feet firmly on the ground, and sense into your breath and noticing your breath. Not trying to change your breath or do anything different, just noticing your breath. And noticing that as you inhale, your chest rises, and as you exhale, your chest falls. And you'll notice that thoughts come into your mind, and just allow the thoughts to pass on by like passing cars, and return your focus to your breath. And then noticing how your feet feel. If you've got shoes or socks on, just noticing how they feel on the floor through your shoes and socks. The sensation, what that feels like. And you're just scanning from your feet upwards through your calf muscles and up to your knees. And just noticing, not trying to change anything, noticing any comfort or discomfort. And up through your knees and thighs and buttocks. And your lower abdomen. And your solar plexus. And how your hands feel. And your forearms and your elbows. And your upper arms. And your chest and shoulders. And just noticing any sensations in your body. Not through your neck, not through your face and the front of your face, and sweeping over your scalp and down back to the back of your neck. And just noticing if there's any particular areas of relaxation or discomfort, and just allowing those to be there without trying to shift it. And being present to your physicality in this moment, wherever you're sitting now, listening to this, getting ready to participate in something that could change your life.
Creator, Mother, Father, God, Source, all the one, all that is, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you for your blessing, your mercy in our lives, and for yet another opportunity to open our hearts and our minds and our spirits to the unknown. Creator, I ask and thank you for providing everyone participating in this practice, everyone stepping onto this 40-day journey, to be provided with everything that is needed to get them through this journey, to keep them on this journey, and to have them come to a completion that brings joy, happiness, lightness, peacefulness, fulfillment, and most importantly, love. And again, I thank you. I thank you for this opportunity to work with my dear friend Majella and to be of service in this way. In the name of all that is holy, I say, Amen. Ashe Ahosa, Shinga Bismillah, and so it is. So,
Okay.
oh.
We're
Well,
inviting you in.
we will see you in another week.
Fabulous.
Yes. Again, good luck and many, many blessings as you start this journey. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Good luck, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Okay.